The war in Yemen has been raging for 6 years, leaving millions of people on the brink of famine and facing a humanitarian catastrophe. But a recent diplomatic deal between Iran and Saudi Arabia, the main backers of the warring sides, could change the course of the conflict. The two regional rivals announced on Friday that they had agreed to restore diplomatic ties after 4 days of secret talks in Beijing, mediated by China. This could create a new dynamic for ending the war in Yemen, where a Saudi-led coalition has been fighting against Iran-backed Houthi rebels who control most of the north.
Intense diplomatic efforts are ongoing at different levels to bring the conflict in Yemen to an end. We are currently witnessing renewed regional diplomatic momentum, as well as a step change in the scope and depth of the discussions. I welcome the continued efforts of regional member states, in particular the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Sultanate of Oman, and ask the parties to seize the opportunities created by the regional momentum.
The deal between Iran and Saudi Arabia also comes amid efforts by U.S. President Joe Biden to revive nuclear talks with Tehran and end U.S. support for offensive operations by Saudi Arabia in Yemen. The U.S. has welcomed the rapprochement between its allies and adversaries as a positive step for regional stability and security. However, many challenges remain for achieving peace in Yemen. The Houthis have intensified their attacks on Saudi territory and rejected previous UN proposals for nationwide ceasefire and political talks. The internationally recognized government of Yemen has accused them of undermining peace efforts and violating human rights.
Allow me to also take this opportunity to welcome the recent agreement between Saudi Arabia and Iran to resume diplomatic ties, which was facilitated by the People's Republic of China. This dialogue and good neighborly relations are important for the region and for Yemen.
The war in Yemen has killed more than 230,000 people, displaced over 4 million, and pushed 80% of its population into need of humanitarian aid. The UN says it is one of its worst humanitarian crises, but with the new diplomatic openings, there may be hope for an end of this tragedy.